It's been quite a minute since I posted a video. Guess what? I had a baby. I have 3 children. Still kind of blows my mind, not gonna lie. So I am officially 1 month postpartum, and I told myself that when I was 1 month postpartum, that's when I would make videos again. So here I am. I just kind of wanted to do like a postpartum update, 1 month postpartum, how everything's going. Honestly, this was, I mean, I loved all of my births for different reasons, for sure. But I think I just had such a different mindset going into this birth that it made it just so different, and I loved it so much. And again, I really did love all my births. I would never change. Max asked me that. He's like, if you know what you knew now, like, would you change your births? And honestly, I'm like, no. I'm glad I got to experience such a wide variety of all, you know, different birth experiences. I would not change any of them. But this one was so, I know everyone like uses this word, but it truly was empowering. It was just amazing. And I felt just so in control. I think that's why I loved it so much. It was, my body was taking the lead on everything, and my mind. My body, my mind were taking control, and I think that's just what made it such a positive experience. You guys know I've had hormonal acne pretty bad in the past, and it's definitely starting. Just like 1 month, it is starting. Like, I got my first cyst. I'm trying to be way more proactive with that. I scheduled a facial for Saturday, this Saturday, and get that done. Just try to exfoliate my skin as possible, give it some love and TLC. I am starting to get ready for the day. We all know how I feel about that. Am I the best at it? No, but do I understand that it helps me mentally? Yes. So I'm starting to get ready. I was kind of forced to get ready this last weekend because we had family in town and we were doing a bunch of Christmas stuff. So I think that helped me kind of get in a good habit of it again, which is nice. I got this cute little CHATTY from Goodwill that I was using for the kids, like markers and all their little art stuff. But then I was like, you know what? I want to use that for me, for my makeup. So I can just pick it up, take it around, take it in the car if we're running late. And it's been really nice. I really like it. Hello? Hey, what's up?
When everything was said and done.
Sorry, I was on the phone with Maxwell and I sneezed and I got mascara underneath my eye. So there is a sound machine on in the background. If you hear that noise, it's for the baby. So quickly, let's do mental health update. So in regards to like postpartum depression, I feel like I did a really good job this time of, as soon as we got home and as soon as like the night feedings were done, I did not stay in our room like I did in the past. I got up and would go feed her, the morning feed at 9 o'clock. I would go feed her sitting right next to the window. I would open up the window, make sure her and I were both getting vitamin D. And I did that for the first, well, I've done that ever since. So I think that was super helpful, getting vitamin D. Another thing that was super helpful for me was as soon as I had her, as soon as they're like, all right, you can order your food in the hospital, I was eating high protein, low sugar, good carbs. And I think that's been helping me a lot, especially like feeling normal again. This was the most weight I've gained in any of my pregnancies, but when it comes to like feeling normal, feeling like myself again, this has been by far the best recovery, the best I've felt, which is so weird because I gained the most weight. I was on bed rest for 10 weeks and my doctor did tell me, he's like, you're gonna gain more weight, just so you know, heads up. He's like, I'm not worried about it, but that's just what happens when you go on bed rest. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So it was nice like that he gave me a heads up. I think I talked about that in the previous video. It's just interesting that I just feel so good. So those two things have helped for sure. And drinking at least 100 ounces of water or flavored water. I bought these Nectar IV. They're like knockoff IVs, They don't have like the same amount of sugar or what was the other thing? They basically just use like natural flavors and stevia, so it's like healthier. I just got them on Amazon. And then so I've been drinking at least 100 ounces of water. The past couple of days I haven't been great because family's been in town. And then also I'm trying to get at least 6 hours of sleep. Some nights obviously it's not okay, but if you can be like, hey, can you hold the baby, whether it's like after dinner, like that weird time before sleep. Max was taking care of baby, I was taking a nap, so I was able to get 6 to 5 hours.
Mom?
With a nap. Yes.
I was making cereal and I didn't have milk.
Oh, that is a problem.
Can
Okay.
you give me some milk?
Yes, I can. And then we need to do your hair for school.
Let me do my list. Okay, I just got dressed. I need to eat food. And I need to get cat tags.
Oh, you want to do your schedule? You want to knock off your to-do list?
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. Let's do your hair real quick.
Silly goose.
Silly goose. Okay, you look very handsome.
Now.
Now?
Yeah.
Yes. Go check off your list.
Okay, I need to eat breakfast.
So, where were we? You're just so cute. I get distracted. Are you hungry? Yeah. You're so patient. In regards to pain, the afterbirth contractions were not great. I was having to use my breathing techniques with the afterbirth contractions because they were just awful. So that is something that I had been told that they get worse with each kid, and I honestly just forgot. So when they're happening, I was like, these suck, because I knew I didn't want to take Percocet. I didn't want to take any like intense pain relievers. So when she asked for ibuprofen, and I was like, honestly, my pain is like nothing, because it was nothing. And then, you know, the more you latch them, the more you breastfeed, the longer after birth, and they start coming on more and more, and they get stronger. So then it was like 1 or 2 a.m., I called the nurse that night after giving birth, and I was like, could I actually get that ibuprofen or the Tylenol, whatever I took, because these are pretty painful. Even with taking extra strength Tylenol, they were still pretty painful. So that was not fun, but it comes with the gig, right? So obviously I know I want to make a video talking about, you know, the whole birth experience and what it was like going unmedicated and the whole vaginal birth experience with that. And then I would love to make a video where I compare an epidural versus natural, unmedicated, whatever. I would love to, because I did like both those experiences. So I think both can be very positive. So I would love to do a pros and cons comparing both of them in another video. So look out for those videos, because I think they'd be very helpful if you're on the fence of what you want to do. Also, the poop after giving birth was way easier. So I know like Percocet and stuff can constipate you. And I took those with Scotty, and it was super hard to poop with him afterwards. I honestly can't remember with Cal, but this time it was very easy, and I didn't have hemorrhoids. This is all very TMI, but this is, you know, what happens postpartum. This is very, very real. I'm really trying to be more in the moment and like snuggle this baby and love her, and especially at nighttime. You know, I don't know what it is about the third time around, but I'm like eating it up way more than I did even with the first one. I don't know. I think it's just because I know how fast it's gonna go. And then that's been helping at the nighttime feedings, because instead of, I have to wake up with her, I'm just like enjoying it more. Like I know it's not gonna be like this for a very long time, and I want to soak up every little snuggle, every little sniff of her newborn head and just softness. I just want to soak it all up, and I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of that this time, instead of, oh, one of these days gonna end, you know, because that mindset can get kind of rough. I will show you guys like a body update. I have not weighed myself. I did hit over, I know because of course, you know, you have to get weighed every time you go into the doctor's. But I was 202 pounds. I hit over 200 pounds, and I knew I would. And we kind of made like a joke of it. We were like, all right, am I gonna get hit the big 200? Anyway, so I was 202. I have no idea what I am now because I haven't had my 6-week appointment yet, obviously, because I'm only a month postpartum. So I am curious how much. I'm always curious like what you drop in like water weight, and just that first month, I feel like you drop so much so fast, and then maybe first month or two, and then it kind of either like plateaus or like just kind of stops. At least that's how it is for me. And then you kind of have to like, you know, evaluate how you're gonna drop the extra pounds to feel healthy again. And I've talked about this in a past postpartum video, where this is such a sensitive topic, and this is all just my experience. So when I talk about weight, when I talk about losing weight, when I talk about, you know, how I'm feeling or whatever, this is all my experience and what works for me. Just because I say, you know, this is how it is, or this is what I like to do, doesn't mean that's what everyone should do. That's just what I do for myself and my physical and mental health and inner health, and just all the above. Doesn't matter if it's boob or bottle, this girl loves to take a very long time to eat. But that's okay, because we get to nice snuggles and we get to watch a fun show and take a break from all the cleaning and the mess. All right, all done.